Lucas.
Well, we're gonna be taking one shorter. Why don't we do this while we're waiting on Lucas?
Yeah.
So we don't have to stop again.
Yeah, let's get Lucas done.
Are we on YouTube?
How many we got?
Yeah.
How many we got after him?
We're on YouTube now.
Okay.
I'm sorry. We have Lucas, Jamie Grant, Christian, and Dudley. But I just thought with a break in between, if y'all wanted to, with the time, if y'all wanted to go on and take your break, you usually take a mid-morning break. Totally up to y'all.
We ain't been doing this for 45 minutes.
What time is Lucas supposed to be on?
9:30.
And then we have people back to back after that?
Yeah, but you'll probably finish some of these up early. So
I think we're gonna finish every one of these early.
Early, I think so.
Yeah.
So we can go ahead and start with Lucas if he's ready.
Yeah, let's get through.
Okay, I'll call him.
Okay.
Yeah, tell the other people coming after Lucas to be ready because we're gonna be knocking these things out.
You ready? Yeah.
He should be on soon.
Thank you.
Yeah, actually, you can go in and call the ones right behind them too, and just tell them that we're moving ahead of schedule to be prepared.
Okay.
Lucas has got several departments that's going to fall under him. Does cemetery fall under him too?
Yes, sir.
So he's got cemetery, groundskeeper, streets, shop.
Cemetery, groundskeeper, street, shop, and then Public Works Administration. Hey, Lucas.
Morning.
How are you?
I'm doing pretty good.
Good morning, Lucas.
Hey, Lucas. Morning.
Let me go ahead and share my screen.
Okay, Lucas, I know you hadn't done this before, but we'll make it painless.
Okay.
It won't hurt too bad. Yeah. Okay, but the only reason we do this is we go through our budget in the event there's something that we don't understand.
Right.
And I don't know how much of this you did with Steve-O, but I'll let Michelle take over from here, and she's going to show you the things he's got in here that's kind of extra.
Okay.
All right, go ahead,
And
Michelle.
I think he knows. He and Steve-O have talked a lot.
Okay, good.
Steve-O's been trying to prep him. So the first department is cemetery. As the board knows, after we sorted out, and y'all reminded me which cemetery was which, because I did have a little lapse in memory yesterday about North and New. The North Cleveland Cemetery is getting a new fence. And that was the only request for cemetery. And y'all saw the pictures yesterday of that fence. So that was the only thing for that one.
And we didn't determine whether or not that could go into bond money.
We did not discuss that.
I mean, those fences that are out there now have been there for 30 years.
Right. Now, with what y'all just did, that would put you over your target.
Well, but we're going to go back and look at it anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So
I'm going to put a question mark right here.
Yeah. Let's just kind of remember that. Just put There you go. Very good.
All right. So any other questions for Lucas about the cemetery?
All right. The other increase there comes from the insurance that was dumped on them. Yeah,
Yes.
it is.
They
It
had
is.
a very, but I
Very
think,
little.
He's
I
got,
think
yeah, the increase is not substantial.
no,
No.
I think that's mostly coming from the
Gotcha.
fence.
Plus, they do, Lucas and Steve always do a good job of coming in under budget.
They do an excellent job. Your next one is going to be groundskeeper. Steve-O put in a request for them to go to their chemical spill class, which Lucas, do y'all do that annually?
Yeah, annually every November.
Okay. Look at here who's coming in.
It's just what teaches them not to be clumsy so they don't spill stuff.
What's to do when they spill stuff or get it on?
Don't get it on you, just spill it on the ground.
Heck.
The solution to pollution is dilution.
Yes.
Hey, Steve-O, can you hear us? You're muted.
My radio truck.
I guess he can hear us.
Okay.
So groundskeeper, some small tools. They kind of do. There he is. Well, blower and some trimmers. There he is. Look at him, all cleaned up.
Yeah.
How you doing today?
I think he's muted. Up there
He's
you
got his folders, budget folders, and everything. We just talked about cemetery.
What do you mean, Trey?
All right, street department.
I was gonna get them to ride down by the nature trail over here on South Bayou and see if any limbs down they can pick up.
Traffic light
They gonna need to turn their radio down.
Traffic light
I'll hold up
duties
on the radio.
for
Keep the
2
radio quiet for a while.
employees. I think you're doing that for 2 employees, Lucas or Steve-O, either one. You're doing that now for 2 employees because when Robert left, you decided you wanted to have somebody as a backup to have them trained.
That's right. That's
So
right.
Robert Mosley used to do that. And when Robert left, that left them with no one. So now he's got it to where Robert's replacement, they have him, they're paying dues for him, and then they have a backup person. So they've got 2 people now that they're doing that for. Again, the same thing, the training. Go ahead, do it now. And I talked to y'all about the Sternberg light pole and the downtown lights.
Yeah, that's just extras.
Right, the sweeper repair estimate and just a seat for, is that the knuckle boom truck? On the
knuckle boom
tractor, okay.
Yeah.
And then again, some small tools. And this is where you are on the bottom line for street department. Any questions on street?
Nah.
Shop department, they have their annual updates on the scanner. They have a forklift that needs to be repaired. Requesting a mower lift and a pump kit for bulk oil.
How old is that forklift?
Yeah, to get away from the cord oil, so we keep track of it a little better.
Did you hear, Brian? How old is the forklift?
The forklift? I'm gonna say roughly 4 years. We bought it used when Ray was there.
Gotcha.
Okay.
This is the bottom line on shop. And then the last department that he has is going to be Public Works Administration.
So Michelle, question.
Yes, sir.
I didn't hear you say groundskeeper. Have you gone through groundskeeper yet?
Yes, sir, I did.
I needed to recuse myself, and I apologize on that request for that $40,000.
There was nothing in there that.
Well, everything was the same. There was nothing.
Okay, we've already approved that 40. Betsy is the one that my wife is on the beautification. We've already done
y'all
it.
haven't voted. Y'all haven't voted on anything.
Well, if we vote, then I'll need to recuse myself later.
But I mean, what does that got to do with it? This is our budget. This is not theirs.
Right. Well,
You still have to.
the line
He
item.
doesn't have to recuse himself until we
To the
actually
vote.
vote on the
So
budget.
you vote.
Right. Okay. Thank you.
Right. Mm-hmm. But
I don't know.
even
We've always had to do it with anybody that when money was going to Delta Arts Alliance, Kirkham would have to, recuse himself because Hilda was president at the time.
Right.
Anything went to Head Start,
but
the lawyers have always said we had to do it. I don't know.
We'll do it when we vote. That will do
All right.
it.
Moving right along.
Sorry.
Back to the Steve-O and Lucas.
Sewer Utility Fund, Public Works Administration. No change here other than he's decreasing his budget. He's getting rid of that large printer that they don't need anymore. So that's about it.
Good job.
All right.
Steve-O, do you want to talk a little bit about what you and I have been talking about on the recycling? I know you don't have any details on that yet, but there have been some questions I've been talking to a couple of aldermen about that. And I mean, it's nothing set, but it's just something that you've been working on.
You're talking about the cardboard?
Yes. Because
the
it is something
cardboard
that we
and
have big issues with. Or do you want to wait till the board meeting?
So, we've been getting backed up with cardboard, paper, and I've been looking at a different option because we're going through.
Hey, Steve-O, I will tell you, we are live on YouTube, so just.
Well, let's just save it then.
Okay.
No, I mean he can share.
Looking at different options. Just because we're the middleman.
Mm-hmm.
So I have been looking at a different option at packaging cardboard to be able to get rid of it. If we need to do something different, we can.
A lot of people
like
use
me and
that
Ms.
thing.
Michelle said.
Yes.
I think we're getting more commercial than residential.
Right.
Recycling is where our problem's coming in with recycling.
All right, so that brings up a good point. Is that people recycling, or is that just businesses throwing out their cardboard instead of renting a dumpster?
Right, and that's what he and I have been talking about. How do you control that?
Well, I'm sure they still feel like they're recycling, but
Right.
if they put it in their dumpster, Waste Management recycles also, right? Or not? Maybe they don't.
I think we just
Maybe they're
lost it.
thinking they're doing a better thing by bringing it to the recyclable.
It's just
Right.
let me ask you, is it just a paper problem?
It's cardboard. So when within the bins, you have your cardboard recycling, your plastic, cardboard and paper, plastic, and
Right. But
can.
it's the cardboard and paper that's the problem.
Yes.
It's cardboard paper is mostly the problem.
Like
All the
they
Amazon
sometimes
boxes.
they can't keep up with it.
Well, question, does the dumpsters say on them, for residential use only?
Sir?
I don't. Did they say residential use only on the dumpsters? I don't think they did.
I don't think so.
I don't think they do.
Mm-mm.
I don't think so.
I think maybe that's the first step was to put signs on it that's for residential use only. This is not a commercial dumpster, so
Mhm.
they can
Yes,
take care of
sir.
their own garbage.
Go.
But tell them about the service that you are looking into, because regardless, you can't control who puts in there.
Right. So, far as much research that I've been able to get to, like Walmart has a bin that they actually put paper, cardboard in, and it packs and packs until the bin's full. And then when the bin's full, it's like RES. They come hook to the bin, they bring us the empty bin, they haul it off. That'd be a new compactor we'd have to look into, or however we do about renting, whatever. I'm kind of digging into it and seeing exactly what's to that at this moment.
It's just another
We would be able to
option.
handle more cardboard paper. That's
All
where
right,
we're
well,
at.
I don't want to throw cold water on this, but unless we have a budget item on this, then I think we need to let Steve-O and Lucas investigate it further and come back with the plan.
But I wanted,
Okay.
I've gotten calls from Alderman about issues with the recycling bin, and I wanted them to know that he's looking into some options.
No, I'm not discouraging this discussion. I'm just saying we need to finish the budget.
Yeah. So anyway, any more questions for Steve-O or Lucas?
We appreciate y'all both.
Thank you so much, Steve-O. Get yourself well.
I'm going to borrow that stick, Mr. Gary, when I get down here.
I got more than one. You're welcome to it.
And Lucas, thank you.
Appreciate it. You well.
Lucas, we appreciate it. Thank
We'll
you.
talk later.
You take care.
You call me when you get back. I'll have it ready for you.
Thanks, guys.
Yes, sir.
Bye.
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 All right. I don't know. Who's next?
Every year that it's amazing as much as they got to do. They do a better job with the budget than any department we have.
Good.
Well, Steve-O subscribes to the theory of, I'm going to tell you how he put it to me one day, is that if you go by my house and you see a piece of equipment sitting out on the side of the road, don't pick it up. He said, because I've gotten all the good out of it. He said, and that's the way I operate at Public Works. He said, I have used it. I have worked on it. I have replaced parts on it. When I'm done with it, it's done.
Yeah.
So, and that's how he runs Public Works. I mean,
they do a great job.
They do. If he asks to replace something, it's time to replace it.
Moving right along.
Yeah.
Who we got?
We're waiting on Jamie.
Oh.
I'll call her back. She said she would be ready.
Okay. Well, we're probably ready earlier than she anticipated.
Right.
Boy, did I miss while I was gone. I'm bored.
Uncomfortable silence.
I think everybody's probably tired.
Everybody fell asleep while I went to get a bottle of water. Oh. God, they ain't as cute and funny as they were yesterday. Right, how's the new job going?
It's banking.
It's banking.
Yeah.
You got
Like
any
riding a
grants?
bike.
You got any grants y'all giving out up there?
We're in the loaning business. We're not in the grant business.
So which bank are you in?
It's the old Covenant Bank downtown.
Okay, so you are downtown?
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Hey, Jamie.
Good morning. I'm on my phone, so I'm having audio problems on my computer.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, go ahead, Michelle.
All right, I have Jamie's budget pulled up. Can you see that, Jamie?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. The only things Jamie had were essentially some increases to some services, not from general increases, but due to price increases. And then
what
I added, as I did to all the departments with vehicles, for the Geotab fleet, and then the fence repair that she needs. The cat housing y'all moved to the bond. This is where her budget is in comparison to last year. This is where her bottom line is. And we did already decrease the requested appropriation from the county for what we found out it was going to be.
It's not going to happen.
Right. Any questions for Jamie?
No, just glad to see a positive balance at the end of the day.
Right.
I try.
Yeah. Jamie, you got any issues that are not, you hadn't put on the budget?
The only thing I did want to bring attention. Well, number one, I just found out the compressor in one of my ACs went out, so that's going to be something. I just found out about 2 minutes ago, so we're going to have to work on that. But I did want to mention, I had asked for merit raises in my employees. Now, Kyle McHugh, the ACO, is gone, but I did want to make a point. We actually lost a previous ACO because his salary was pretty much the same as the caretakers, and he found out about that.
We can't go into salaries. We can't. We're on live.
Right.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Well, as long as you don't talk about numbers.
Okay, yeah.
You talk about names and salaries. So you
can't talk about names.
I didn't mean to do that. I did just want to point out that the ACOs are on call and the caretakers are not, and the new ACOs are starting out at the same salaries. And I think that kind of, it doesn't really reflect how much they have to do as opposed to what the caretakers do. So it's been hard to keep an animal control officer. We've had a lot of turnover in that position since we lost that one we had a long time. Because of that, I think it's just not as competitive, and they do a lot more than the caretakers do, and they have to go out on calls at midnight and 2 a.m. and the caretakers don't.
Did you when you did that, did you put a number in there, a suggested number?
I did put a suggested number for that previous animal control officer.
Okay. All right.
I left that merit in there in the vacant position, so that position's pay would increase if it's approved.
You already did it?
Yes. So she's sitting
in the merit schedule.
In the merit schedule, it's in there in the vacant.
You didn't reflect it in the budget numbers, though.
No.
Gotcha. Okay.
Jamie,
also, I apologize for saying the name. I forgot we were live. I apologize.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Jamie, I'm real pleased with the uptick on adoptions for dogs and cats. You're doing a great job with that.
We're trying to do a lot more social media, and I think showing the adoptions helps a lot. And I really kind of harped on that.
That social media has helped you tremendously. Keep doing it. Do it more.
I've got a lot of people who were really involved with helping me, so I appreciate all their help.
Yeah, and Christian said something about wanting to partner with you on some events at the park.
Yeah, I have to email him. He came in last week and I was in play groups and he was going to come out and I was out there with 20 dogs and they were like, might not be the best time. So I've got to email him.
Yeah.
I'm glad you reminded me. He was on my list to email today.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What about that? Let's go back on that air conditioning compressor. Are you getting quotes on that?
They're getting me a quote.
So get with me after budget. Let's look at your current year, your fiscal year 25 budget, see if we can do, get me the quote. Let's look and see if we can do a budget amendment to reallocate funds in your current budget to make that happen on fiscal year 25.
We still got another month or month and a half of hot weather. You need to get it done.
Right.
Yeah, we walked in and it was 77 in here and we knew something was wrong.
Right. Right. So get with me as soon as you get those quotes, send them to me. We'll take a look at it.
Good job.
Can I ask you a question real quick? Is
that an old unit?
I think the unit that went out is the new unit. The old unit's in the back part of the main building. It's had a few things we had to work on, but I believe the unit that's out now is the one that was installed during renovation.
It may be. Warranty.
That compressor ought to be in warranty.
Warranty.
I will email the company. It was not Mid Delta. It was one that Roy Collins went through. I think I could email them and get some info.
Yeah, because it might,
call Chris.
Chris.
Okay.
Or Johnny. That Johnny was the one over the job.
Or whoever works on it now can run a serial number or something through the company that made it.
Chris will tell you.
Yeah.
I'll call Chris or Johnny.
The cat sanctuary that you've got money with CDF. What is the status of that? That money's been on deposit for a while.
I know. I needed to have somebody come out and give me a drawing of what we needed to do. And then I could get quotes on that from the people around here who do that. And I had emailed somebody once and I did not follow up after I didn't hear from them. So that's on me because everything's been a little crazy, but I just needed to, and I think I had emailed someone in engineering to see if they could tell me how to get like a sketch or a mock-up of what we're wanting to do.
Yeah.
And then
let's find somebody to reach out to on that, because when you get those funds donated for that, we need to.
Okay, I'm just ignorant. What the hell is a cat sanctuary?
A lady donated. She has a passion for feral cats, and a lot of shelters do euthanize them on principle just because it's hard to house them. We don't do that. We find them, we fix them and find spots for them, but housing them is difficult. And she wanted to make some outdoor housing, like a kind of like a enclosed catio situation for these cats to be in until we could get them relocated to shops or barns.
It's a cat.
Like a barn. It's like barn cats.
Yes, so, not friendly ones.
Yeah, but you have to have somewhere to house them, because you can't just put them in cages.
Some of them you can. We've had a few. If they're too fractious or feral, we can't safely house them, but we try really hard to. And she has a passion for it. She's she's fed cats around town for a long time and on Delta State, and that's her passion. And she wanted us to do that. And we have a location that needs to be renovated, a spot on the property that we think would be really good for that.
Yeah.
How long has this been? When did you receive that donation?
Oh,
it's been a minute.
Yeah, it has. That's why I was. Yeah, we need to
do something. And I keep forgetting honestly about it, and that's my fault.
Let's get that done.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Let's get that cat church made.
Make sure it has a steeple.
Hey.
All right. Y'all have anything else for Jamie?
No, ma'am. Jamie, you're doing a great job as usual. Thank you.
Thank y'all. I got a good team, and we're just keeping on trucking.
Good
Thank
job.
you, ma'am.
Thank y'all.
All right. And Christian is right on time. Or early, but popped in just as Jamie got off.
Is he the last one?
No, Dudley.
Dudley.
Oh, okay. Good.
Let me get the right budget up here.
Does he have a narrative, or did he just have the files in Dropbox? He didn't have a narrative, did he?
No, he had all those files.
That is really handy when they include those.
Yeah.
Hey, Christian, can you hear us? There he is.
Perfect. Can y'all hear me?
We can.
Yeah.
All right. This is Christian's budget. I did make the changes there we talked about yesterday. I did make that one too that Marcy recommended, but so we've got the spraying. Y'all mentioned something about the contract in the grass. Have you ever gotten that quoted, Christian? Grass cutting?
No, ma'am.
Didn't Jason do that a couple of years ago?
I think so.
He did.
I knew somebody had. I wasn't sure if that was Christian or Jason.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think he got it quoted and y'all looked at it. I think it was.
What was that on?
To contract out the grass cutting for
contract out the grass.
Oh
cutting.
yeah.
I think it was real.
Everything but the fields. Everything but the field.
Right. Yeah. It was real pricey.
Let's just go through this budget real quick, and then we'll see if we got any other questions to talk about.
Yep. So this is the increase in concessions, increase in pay for qualified officials, the change in the upgrade for the website, the Armory AC. This is moved part of that dirt to the bond.
Yeah.
And then this is the mowers and the trailer.
I got two things that I want to bring up. Number one, the concession. What's your take on why aren't we making any money? Why are we losing money on concession stands? Christian, you can't lose money on a concession stand. What's your numbers? Are you thinking we're making a profit on it?
I mean, it's not a huge profit. This year we kind of worked a little different, trying to increase the profit. We increased it a little bit this year. Just we didn't have as many games as we did last year.
But your purchases are up, are they not?
So we've had a couple other things, we've increased on so we did ice cream this year to see how we could do. We probably won't do that again this year. It really wasn't a major profit, and a lot of it is I'm trying to get where we can keep up with our inventory a little bit better. And so I've had to limit. So when it started, it was like our concession stand workers could get, they were eating and our umpires, but now it's keeping track of that. So it's a little process of trying to keep up with that.
Ashley, that little summary you did yesterday. Michelle, can you pop that up on the screen 1 second?
Yes. Let's see. Let me find that. Ashley, where did you save that?
It's in the Dropbox in the park fund, not in a park or tournament folder, just underneath it.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So, Gary, after I had to leave, y'all ran the numbers on it?
Yeah, that's what I'm going to show you. So I had Ashley. She went back and summarized concessions. And we just looked at it briefly. But, Christian, here it is. This is what's the projected total. And based on what's happened this far, we're losing money on concessions, and that's absolutely impossible.
We're not making a little money. We're losing money. You can't lose money in concessions unless they're eating you blind, stealing you blind, or something.
Christian, let me ask you this question. I guess everybody's hopping in here on this concession stand.
how you doing the check and balances? How's it done? Is it done different from when you took over? Are you still using the same format, or what is
Same
happening?
format. It's the same format.
Who does the ordering and buying of the supplies?
That Mike Winston.
He's done it for years.
Okay. Usually when you see stuff like this, my first thought is we're ordering too much. And usually it's because people are used to ordering the same orders every week or month or game or whatever it may be.
I check in inventory just to make it order.
This
you end up with
format
too
hasn't
much
worked
inventory
from
that
going back
sits
to how
full.
it's on board. So if we're using the same format, it ain't gonna work.
That's right, Paul.
So you got to shop your inventory before you shop every time. And that may not be what you're used to. You said you had less games this year.
And you got to check it.
So
well, whatever we're doing ain't working.
No.
Chris, can you get us those proposed changes and let us know as you go forward? Since it's not working, I'm sure you're gonna make the changes. Can you get us those proposed changes and look at it, because as everyone is doing it.
I'd like to hear Christian's thoughts on it because he thought we had a profit.
Well, I looked at the concession stand. The labor, I think and that's one thing I've tried to decrease is my concession stand labor.
Well, it looks like you kind of may have. It's lower than budget.
Is anyone checking after each time there's an event? Is it checked daily? I mean, when you have events going.
Mike is supposed to. He checks it. Pretty much when we have an event, he goes in and checks and makes sure that we have everything we need. Is the process we're using right now.
Okay, but I guess I'm gonna ask this question, and I'm not trying to throw anybody on the bus, but is there a checker behind the checker?
There's no sir.
It's not.
I mean,
it's
not daily. I'll put not daily.
This system has got to change. This is not working.
We can make that happen.
Who collects and counts the money?
So we go. They put in the safe, and then I go get it and bring it, and then I deposit it. I take out what the cash box is, and then I deposit the rest.
Okay. And someone does record the revenues, right?
Yes, we are. Like I have a deposit book that we do.
City Hall records the revenues.
If this was my retail stand, I'd be out of business. All right, we got to change this somehow. Maybe get with Michelle, talk to her. That's all I can say at this point.
Okay.
Well, I mean, the thing's going to be without any kind of point of sale, register or something, that it's going to be impossible to track unless he's standing over every one of those.
Well, and for the money we're losing, it wouldn't, it wouldn't hurt us. If we're going to do this, it wouldn't hurt us. You can put a cheap cash register in there that does point of sales.
Sure. Yeah. $200.
Okay.
Can I go on to my second question?
Sure.
My second question, explain the mower. I attached to that mower as a trailer. At one time, you and I talked, and you had 5, 6, 7 trailers. Why do you need another trailer?
So this trailer is we trailers, like I have one broke down trailer I'm trying to get fixed, but this trailer is more of a heavy duty trailer. So when we go get the dirt, like I'm going to get the field conditioner right now, those trailers can only tote two at a time. With this trailer, I'll be able to get 4 at it. I'll be able to get more dirt at a time when I go.
Where you getting the dirt? Where you getting your dirt from, and why can't it be delivered to you? What to explain?
Well, so we calculate, so it cost us almost $600 to get it dropped off, and so it was cheaper for us to go pick it up than it would be to get it delivered.
How many working trailers do you have?
I have 2 working trailers and those are mainly for my the mowers, to transport mowers around.
What happened to the other trailers?
I thought you gave us a count the other day of 5 or 6. Not you, Christian, but
7 trailers.
Ashley said 7 yesterday.
There's 7
There's
trailers.
5 on
inventory.
inventory.
5 on inventory. Where are they?
One is a trailer that it's a dump trailer. One, the axles are broke right now on those on one, and then we have 2 running.
So I'm curious, what kind of trailer? The trailer I saw on Dropbox was a flatbed trailer.
Yeah, so it's a flatbed to be able to tote more.
And you're hauling dirt on a flatbed trailer?
Well, it's the pallets of the
It's
field
pallets.
conditioner and the sure dry is what it's for. And then
You can haul more if it doesn't have sides.
Okay.
How often do you have to do that, Christian?
so I've had to make with the trailer that totes 2, I've had to make a couple. So we just started it, and so I've done
This year.
this year I've done 3 trips.
So you paid $1,800, right? In
That is not-
transportation.
No, because he didn't have it delivered. He went and picked it up.
Oh, okay.
He would.
Okay, so is this some kind of special dirt?
It's like oil dry, basically. Well, I mean, it's finer than that, but
it's
not
like
on the fields when it's wet, right?
I mean, so
Yes.
this is not dirt that Joe Reed could
It's a
deliver.
bag product, Gary.
Oh, okay.
It's to
Okay.
help with so when it
it's what they
rains.
put on the baseball field when it
It's
rains.
But if you
Okay.
spend $7,500 on a trailer and you're spending an average of 2,000 having it delivered, if you were to actually have it delivered $600 a time, it would take you 4 years to make up that cost, and by then the trailer is going to be broke or stolen.
I
I hope it's not stolen.
Yeah. I would hope not.
They like to get stolen. We're missing one apparently already.
this is more
So
than
is it not more realistic in the situation we're in right now with this budget to just pay $600 3 times a year?
unless he needs it 5 times this year, and that's what
But
I'd
he
like.
wouldn't, because they would deliver it more. They would probably deliver all 4 bulk bags instead of the 2 that Christian can pick up currently. I would expect it to be less travel than Christian's been doing.
Are they still coming
Well,
out of
that's
South
why-
Mississippi? Somewhere coming out of South Mississippi,
Yes, sir, Richland.
and it's costing $600 a delivery for a full load.
For 4?
A full load is what you're saying.
I see. Is a full load 4 pallets?
Yes, sir.
And that's lasting you.
And also on that, on the last, I was like, so then that, I mean, hopefully I wouldn't have to make as many trips because, I mean, it depends on the rain. I'll go get it this year, at the beginning of the year to have as much. And then if I need more, I'll go get more.
It's absorption.
So spending $7,500 on a trailer that you might use twice does not say.
I can't see it.
I don't see buying this trailer.
Yeah.
I would have them deliver it for $600 and get
Me
everything
too.
you need.
Yes, agreed.
Yep, I agree.
And
All
if you
right,
have to do it twice,
we
then
got on
that's
here. We got on
$1,200.
here 2 mowers. We got on here 2 mowers.
We can look at the trailer maybe next year, but
Yeah. What kind of mowers are these?
These
They're
are
zero-
they're John Deere. They're heavier duty. The trailer, the mowers I got now is constantly they're constantly going down. It's like they can't keep up with what we're cutting. So I've talked to George and I've talked to Steve-O about the mowers that they're using. They said these are the ones that they have. He said they're the ones that they're heavier duty that can handle more cutting through the.
Did we cut the perimeter around the parks with these?
Say again, I'm sorry.
Did we cut grass outside of the park with these? Like outside of the ball fields?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Wouldn't it be, can you not get a mower that goes, we got tractors, right?
He doesn't have a tractor.
He didn't have a tractor?
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay. I've always thought, because if you had a pull type mower behind a tractor, you can do it much faster and cheaper and get the same quality cut with the finish mower.
So like,
But if we don't have a
cutting
tractor,
like Farmers Park, and to Gary's point, who's cutting all the middle of Bearpin Park? Are we doing that with these riding mowers?
We are, yes, sir.
Well, there you go.
that's a lot of grass.
it takes so much time that a tractor and a big box blade type thing would.
Sometimes Public Works will go, what areas, they'll bring the bush hog and cut what areas do they cut with the bush hog?
They cut the section next to the armory with the bush hog.
Yeah.
Question, you got 14,000 for, in there. Does
It's 2 mowers.
Well, but I'm looking at what he's got attached. One mower is 14,000. John Deere, is that the one we're talking about? The attachment says one John Deere mower is $14,323.
Right. It's 2 times 14,000. You got 28.
Okay, so we do have the whole 28. That's right. That was the 28 plus the 75. Okay.
So my question on the mower would be, can you not buy that mower in Cleveland? You're saying it has to be a John Deere?
So that's talking to, so the Toros, they're not as heavy duty as the John Deere. The John Deere's, and then so George works on them for us, and he's able to get the parts a lot easier and quicker with John Deere.
Is this a gas John Deere, or is this a diesel John Deere?
It's gas.
All right. Any other questions besides these mowers?
Well, we took off the truck.
Yeah, let me ask you one question, Gary. Kristen, you told me that about the tree over there was more part that they were gonna go ahead on and pick it up.
Robert, you need to speak to the mic. I
can't hear you.
Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah.
All right, I'm sorry. Look, that tree over there, Moore Park, it's been there for a long time. I talked to Christian. I mean, he sent me a message. And my question to him was, whether or not they were gonna pick that tree up in Moore Park.
So Public Works is in. I talked to Luke, and they were going to make a round over there to pick up some. So I think they've picked up some of it. It's just we can't pick it up. We don't have a big enough equipment to pick up because it's huge tree. The trunks are.
And I know you guys can't, and that's why when you said they were picking it up, I thought they had gotten it up. They have not. So I was trying to see, is there any way that we can get something to, there's a lot of trees gonna have to be cut in these parts, and there's something that your folks need to be able to utilize too to assist you in that endeavor instead of Public Works.
I didn't understand you. I'm sorry.
You're muffled, Robert.
Okay, I don't know.
You're back. You're good now.
Okay. I said your staff needs to be able to accommodate you, the park commission, and picking up those limbs. And I'm trying to see if we can get something to accommodate you all to make sure that you do it instead of Public Works.
It would be buying the a really expensive piece of equipment to be able to pick it up.
Yeah, I think they use like the
So like when we cut it up, I borrowed the Bobcat to come get it to put it in a pile, and then they'll come get the picker trucks and pick it up.
Okay. Have we got anything else we need to look at in this budget?
Not unless y'all want to look at what you've got in the bond fund, but I don't think you have in this budget.
Yeah, I mean, the main thing about the bond fund, Christian, is we want to get this dirt work done. We're going to approve a lot of that dirt work in the bond fund because we got to build up these parks. They're getting too low.
Yeah, and that's.
But with that dirt, I'm looking here at the budget. We've now decreased it to $5,000 when he spent $13,000.
We put it over in the bond.
Moved it to the bond.
But that's like average dirt work. That's not like what he spent last year was just normal dirt work, right? And this bond is for extra, like not
we moved all that to the bond. The 15 also.
Yeah.
So any dirt work he does, just the basics, is going to have to come from the bond.
No, that's not true. So I think what it is on that one, Marcy, is he had put extra money in there for dirt work. There's a lot more money in this year's budget than there's been in the past.
We took out a lot. I mean, his budget last year was $8,500, right. And we got it down to $5,000, and he spent $13,000 on a normal year. So like the budget is way lower than it's would be for an average year.
Well, the budget ain't lower now because you got that big transfer that was in there last year that doesn't belong. That $478,000.
I'm talking about the dirt budget.
Dirt budget.
I understand that.
He spent $13,000 last year on dirt and sand. working on the fields with rainouts. So,
I know it, but the point I'm trying to make is this. If you go spend a bunch of money, and we have said this for 20 years, if we would spend some money and build
we
those
won't
fields
need as
up,
much.
then you won't need all this annual
That's right.
maintenance.
That's right.
But my
That's
question is 15,000 that we moved, is that to build them up? Or was
No.
is that just his normal budget that he needs for daily work?
That
I
was
would just, okay, go ahead, Michelle, but I would just take it out of the budget. I don't think you're going to need it
well,
if
I
we go
moved
do
it to
this
the
major
bond.
work.
I'm,
Well, not for the
yesterday when we
major,
were talking, you told me move it to the bond. Also, all dirt money, you told me to move to the bond.
Yeah, but I think what Marcy's saying is this: if you're going to, we don't even need to add it to the bond, because if we're going to do all the work we got in the bond, he's not going to need to spend that 15,000.
So I can take that
that's
out
not
of the
exactly
bond.
what I was saying, but
I take it out completely.
I feel like he's still going to need a higher budget than $5,000 for average normal dirt work. Even
For
just for
rainout, because that's what he's
and I'm
talking
kind
about.
of asking Christian, like Christian, do you
Okay.
is $5,000 going to get you enough to do that normal?
The dirt
I'm
work.
going to explain. Part of that money is what he's talking about, that he buys that sure dry stuff,
Right, which
with.
he's
It's
going to
not
have that
really
anyway.
dirt.
That's not part of building up the fields.
Right. It's getting the
So
stuff
did
to
we
absorb the
lower his
rain.
budget? Did we lower his budget too much for that?
I mean, I don't. We can add $3,000 more to it. We can put it, we can put it where it was last year.
Not where it was last year.
But I just don't think he needs much more than that if we go do this major work to put a lot of dirt out there.
Christian, what do you think? I'm trying to ask Christian.
The only thing that was eat up the price is so the parking lot at the armory, it needs some gravel, and that's where because that's where that dirt work comes out as well, or those funds come out of that as well.
And that can be going to the bond. Like that makes sense.
So how much, do you know how much that's going to be? Because we did
No.
put for the armory in the bond.
No, that'd just be I was gonna get some and kind of work it a little at a time, because it's not like major. It's it could be done, and we could put gravel down and spread it ourselves as time goes by.
Is $8,000 enough for the normal dirt responsibilities?
If we get the dirt built up, then I won't have to use as much sure dry as I typically would.
That's the point I keep trying to make.
And so that will, it should, you're looking at, I can probably, $2,000, a little over $2,000 will get some gravel that kind of fix the potholes at the armory. And then I can have that to play with dirt work, or, get the sure dry and the conditioner as needed. Because the biggest time you really need it for guarantee is going to be during your tournament anyways. But hopefully the dirt work gets done and you don't have it won't even take as many, because right now if it rains, it takes roughly almost 40 pallets of sure dry or conditioner to get them presentable. But with the dirt work, it probably shouldn't take but maybe 10.
Yeah, and that's the point I keep trying to make. If you go look at those fields, in some cases the fields are lower than the ground around them. Mm-hmm. If you build the fields up and you crown them, this water will run off.
Since you said that, Gary, we're talking numbers. Kristen, can you tell me what it's going to take to bring Amzie Moore back online?
To get Amzie Moore, or just the numbers of participation.
And we don't have lights there, right?
And we don't have lights. It would just be more day games.
Okay. So, well, there's no discussion in but for as we go through it, just go looking at see what we can do in the meantime to try to see how we can get that back online as well. And I would like to pursue some grants for that park to make sure we get some things over there for East Side Park.
All right, Michelle, I saw you just removed it completely from the bond. That really wasn't what I was getting at, but
I thought that was what Gary said.
Yeah.
sort of. But now we've got the repair to the.
Go ahead, Marcia. I want to talk about. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you, Robert.
No, I was saying, go ahead. I'd rather talk about get back on the budget. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Are we going to be able to do the repairs to the armory with that budget?
He said about 2,000. Do y'all want to add the 2,000?
Well, is that what it is to fix the armory?
He doesn't know.
But then
He
put it in.
said about 2,000. You could probably.
I mean, if we're going to move, if we're going to move the park commission to the armory, we need to fix the parking lot.
Right.
So does anybody know anything about gravel? Just add a little gravel to the parking lot.
Well, I think you can. You know what? I mean, I just did this. You can actually buy crushed asphalt cheaper than gravel right now, and it even does a better job.
What was the air conditioning situation at the armory?
It's gone.
Are we through with the street project? I mean, didn't they scrape up a bunch of asphalt from the streets that we were doing?
I wonder, could we do that? You know, that's how we did
the park out of Bear Pen.
Yeah, but it wound up costing a lot of money to actually.
But I'm just telling you, right now, washed gravel is more expensive than crushed asphalt.
I wonder, because they had to do something to the millings once they got them over there. I talked to Josh about that. Yeah.
In the parking lot, like I said, it's not horrible. It's just, it's got potholes from when like the 18-wheelers were coming in and like just using it as a turnaround. It's just made potholes.
You just need a load of gravel to fill some potholes. Gotcha. Okay. Do y'all have any more questions for Christian?
No, but did you increase that?
I was waiting on y'all to give me an amount.
Well, I mean, we just got to put something in there right now. We don't know what it is, Michelle.
Same for the gravel, Gary.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I don't have a clue right now. I don't know how big an area we're trying to fix.
You, Christian, you have any idea?
So like I said, I wasn't trying to redo the whole parking lot. I'm just needing so I can level out and fix the potholes.
I'm gonna make a phone call and see what I can find out. I plugged in 2,000, but when we take a break, I'm gonna see what I can find out.
Where was the air conditioning in here? I'm only seeing. Is it
Right
lower?
here.
It was up higher.
I see it now.
Right there.
I see it.
And we moved money for that, right?
Yes, ma'am. When you made that recommendation, I did that last night.
Yeah.
You get quotes on that, right?
Yes, sir.
We have a quote, and we'll have to get a second one.
Okay. What? Okay.
What's the bottom line on this thing? Oh, we don't know. Yeah, we should. We still got to fix that.
We talked about. Marcy brought up the tourism.
Oh yes.
So, but I wanted to wait till y'all came up with.
I mean, there's okay. All right,
What else?
We'll come back to it.
The other thing we haven't done with this one is the column where we kind of look at what increase budget numbers. Like I see concessions, that increase, but what else?
They were small, incremental. When y'all looked at it, we pulled it out to the side. Everything was small.
Yeah, so it wasn't a whole lot.
Right.
Well, so I'm just confused. Why are we spending $15,000 for concession labor when we only spent half of that last year?
Because he wants to have more events with concessions. He wants to offer concessions more often. And I'm just going to say, I thought Marcy had a great recommendation about having a supervisor. This was not in Christian's plan, but she recommended having a supervisor with, when you have 16-year-olds running concessions, then, you know, you have issues. You tend to have issues. So if you have a supervisor in there, then it might be more efficient.
That thing needs to be totally redesigned, and we're gonna have to sit down and do that. There may be other ways. That's a good suggestion, but there may be other ways.
And I know at Eastside that, I think it was Eastside Park or Amesy Moore 1, we always had a supervisor and 1 or 2 workers in that concession stand.
I'd rather
It was a designated lady that was the supervisor over that concession stand every year.
I'd rather find somebody and sub it out than lose money on it. There's no reason we should lose money. All right.
Christian, I'm seeing, so chemicals, you increased that budget. You're spending less in fertilizer, but you did not decrease that budget. Is that somewhere we can take a little bit from, since the chemicals increased? Can we lower fertilizer? That probably offsets each other. You spent about $6,500 this year, and now you've got a budget for $8,000. Can we lower that a little bit?
That's a possibility on the fertilizer. Yes, ma'am.
If you lower that down to $3,000, that still gives you.
Yeah, because we're farming out some of that work now.
That gives you 6,500. Like, no, that gives you 9,500.
When they spray, do they fertilize, or do they just? I think that the chemicals.
I mean, it's still
They just spray the main areas.
Do the
Right.
negative 1,500 on the fertilizer change.
You're right.
And then if you go down, you had some increase in equipment.
I had increased, but I shouldn't.
Small equipment. Where was that? Well, and then you got a budget for field equipment of 10,000. You only spent 2,700. Is that somewhere we can lower that to 8,000 instead of 10,000? You know, if you're not going to spend your budget, we got to make this bottom line look better. Then your athletic
I've got a
equipment
question
went
that's
up by
probably not gonna help.
5,000.
There's no way to know on field equipment from year to year, honestly. I mean, you can lower it, but there's no way to know.
Yeah.
When did we get the air conditioners put in the gym?
They're working on it now.
So they not completed that?
They're almost done with it. They should hopefully be done. He told me either end of this month or early next month.
So my point being, that's going to drive the lights and heat up
Utility.
probably a pretty good bit.
Yeah.
Is there a significant reason for the athletic equipment increase of 4,500? Was there something specific, Christian, that you wanted that increase for? Or just because last year you spent more?
It's just last year I spent more.
Okay.
Getting it in line with what was spent. Probably because prices went up on all of that stuff.
Can you go down a little?
And we're looking at getting the portable pitcher mounds and the mats for like when they're practicing to put over home plate, so they're not digging holes like from doing
that
practice.
That was requested by some of the teams. That would be in athletic equipment.
Yeah.
Christian, did you apply for the grant to get nets again? Do we need
For
nets? Tennis nets. Tennis.
Yes, sir. I got it. And I got tennis nets ordered.
All right. Thank you. And what about the door? My last question. What about the doors on the gym? They're ordered but not put in? That big door.
I have somebody supposed to be coming to give me a quote. He was in the process of fixing one of our doors and was going to give me a quote, and he got called to another job. So he's supposed to come back and give me a quote for that.
I thought Josh said.
Yeah, I thought it'd been done.
Yeah, Josh talked like it had been ordered. You might want to talk to Josh.
I'll call Josh.
Yeah, Josh told us yesterday it was in the process.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then I don't need
How
to.
much was the insurance total for him? the increase?
The net is 30,000.
50.
I don't know.
It
That
was a
wouldn't be-
decrease too, though. We did do this comparison.
It's
It was
50,000.
like 30 something total.
Uh-uh. 50.
No, you got the 19 above that went down.
Yeah.
So it went up about 30.
But 30, yeah.
So his budget, after you take off the random stuff, scroll back to the bottom, is up about $60,000. And that does not include the insurance or these other random things that I'm looking, like the 89 and the 478 and stuff. So his projected, I don't know. Anyway, it's hard to see this budget in real comparison because of that 89,000 and the 478. So I was trying to work those out to see what the real difference is, and it looks
Well,
like
you got $28,000 worth of mowers. That's your biggest thing. And
yeah,
and then it's a lot of little
that's
things.
just that department. Scroll down a little bit.
What is in? Okay.
No, you didn't offset the insurance either with the revenue.
No.
So we still got revenue over in the general.
Well, I thought we did. I thought we did offset the insurance. Yes, we did.
Did we?
We increased our
Yeah.
transfer, Brian.
I'm just looking at expenses. I wasn't looking at overall budget difference. I was looking at how much more his expenses are budgeted for.
Typically, the park budget, just the park fund, is usually around somewhere in the 900,000 range on a regular.
What kind of income? What kind of income do we have for concessions and for tournaments?
Awesome concession
Revenues. So tournament revenues 25, concession revenues 20. Okay, look. Time out. And just listen to what I'm saying. We got to make this budget work. We got so much money in concession expenses, and we got $20,000 in concession revenues. So we are budgeting. You got it on there twice.
Because you have park department and tournaments. It's two separate concession revenues.
Okay, never mind. I'm sorry. I didn't see the one at the top. My bad.
Hold on, stop. So right there on tournaments, you got 20,000 revenues, but on the spreadsheet that Ashley has, she has 7,500.
That is.
Well, you had 20,000 for the proposed budget.
Yeah, that's the projected total for this year because their tournaments didn't make. But we budgeted last year for 20, and I mean, we need to budget for 20 again because we want them to have tournaments.
And but the other thing we need to do is this: we got to balance this fund.
Right.
And I don't care if it doesn't become reality. We got to balance it because we're going to spend some time with this park commission when we get through.
Well, and I'm just going to be honest. Sponsor fees. I mean, you could increase sponsor fees, and Christian could get out there and make contacts and get some more sponsorships. I mean, we need to do what we can to increase the revenue.
Right, you either increase revenues or decrease expenses. That's all he can do.
But I have a question.
Yes, sir.
We can hear him.
I want to ask Kristen something about Sterling and Allison Halo Park as far as the upgrade. Do you have anything included in this budget specific? Halo Sterling Allison Park.
Nothing specific for the upgrade of playground equipment. We have, and this one is for Ruby.
For Ruby. You know, we talked about Sterling Allison Halo Park as far as upgrading the the equipment and playground and all that. And I was just wondering, had you considered any new addition upgrade for Sturdy and Allison Alo Park?
We have, yes, sir. And we're working that way.
What do you have really planned for that? I just want to get a gist of it because I had people to ask about it since it's been down for a while.
It's to improve our, to get our swings back up, to make them look nicer, is to work on some benches there, but and then eventually the playground that we'll have at Ruby is a little bit bigger, but have it at Sterling Anderson.
You say you're gonna have Ruby, you gonna upgrade Ruby Park, and you're gonna do something to Sturdy and Allison. I was just trying to figure out, what you had in mind for Sturdy and Allison, since the swings and everything are not, they're not open over there.
We're getting the paint off, and we're going to repaint them and then put the swings back up.
Yes, I had a lot of comments from Sturdy and Allison, and I just wanted to know.
Yeah, hadn't we been talking about this for a long time?
Yes, sir, long time.
That's why I was wondering why Ruby Street all of a sudden came in the picture.
Yeah, that was my part. That was my concern. When you said Ruby Street, I was just wondering about Sturdy and Allison Alo.
I agree with you, Ted.
And we can move that playground. It can be put at Sterling Anderson, the one that was proposed for Ruby.
You can move Ruby playground to Sturdy and Allison.
The one that was proposed for Ruby, I mean, we can put it at Sterling Anderson.
Those parks are really close to each other, are they not?
They are, yes, sir. Oh well.
Ruby's just a little small.
Ruby is.
I know
it's a small one.
Does anybody use Ruby? The one on Ruby?
No.
Right now the equipment, it don't really have a whole lot of playground equipment. And I've talked to the surrounding area, and that was, they used to use it. It used to be used a lot, but now the playground equipment isn't in the best condition.
I don't think anybody uses Ruby Park anymore. I don't ever see anybody there.
That's why it's not being used as much, because they don't have a lot of equipment to utilize.
But I'm talking about Sturdy and Allison is. Sturdy and Allison, Alo, whichever name we use, but we really need something there.
Well, we're going to go on maybe with the budget, but at the same time, we need to keep our parks if we can uniform. It's always good to keep all uniform.
I just want know about the plan. What plan you had in mind for the?
Where's there a park on Ruby?
The park on Ruby Street, you never see anybody there. I don't. But down on Sturdy and Allison Alo Park, that's where the majority of the people are.
Yeah, Brian, what was your question?
Sorry,
what was your question?
I didn't realize we had a park on Ruby.
Yeah, it's a little small park. It's been there for quite a while. It's not utilized much, but at the same time, if equipment is out there, those people that live in that vicinity, they go out to the park.
But I definitely like to, get some consideration on Alo, Sturdy and Allison Park.
All right, well, Ted, when we get to the bond fund to finish this thing up, we'll come back to that.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Ted. All right, any other questions of Christian?
Fire alarm in a second.
Okay, all right, Michelle, let's move on.
Okay.
We're going to come back and we're going to balance this thing.
Right.
You might need to send that spreadsheet out and let a couple of us play around with it. And it's just kind of hard to see the whole thing because it moves around too much.
And I think Marcy just messaged me that's going to take some manipulation because there's links in it and it's within
You don't have to do that. You just
budget.
Highlight the whole thing, copy, paste special into another spreadsheet, send it to me.
I mean, I know how to do it. I'm just saying.
I don't want the link.
I'm just saying that you're going to have to wait. You're just going to have to wait until we only have one spreadsheet. So Ashley can't do it while I'm in here. Yeah, there's only one.
Okay.
So Ashley can't do it while I'm in here working in it.
Right.
So when we take a break, I will be glad to copy it out and just copy the numbers out so that we don't have the links in there.
Yeah, we just got to make the numbers work. Even if it's not perfect, we got to make it work.
Right.
And I need to be able to get it right in my head so that I can even be helpful.
Right. Yeah.
All right. Are we going to meet with Dudley now before we take a break?
That's up to y'all.
Mayor, you want to keep going, Mayor?
All right, Christian, I think you can go. I think we're done with you. Thank you.
Yeah, have a blessed one. Thank y'all.
Thanks, you
Paul,
too.
you're muted. You're muted.
I want to listen to me anyhow.
You may go now.
You go ahead. Whichever way you want to do it.
No, I just said if you want to go and meet with Dudley, we can, and then that way we can take an early lunch break.
That'll be fine.
And because now we don't have anybody else after Dudley until 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock, we have Hannah.
Okay.
All
right.
Sounds
let's
good.
go on and see Dudley because I know I could spend a few minutes working in my office I got a couple of things I need to do.
Yeah, agreed. And then I can get the spreadsheet for the park.
Yeah, thank you. Right. Okay. All right. So find Dudley.
Who all will want that? I know you and Marcy. Will anybody else want it, Brian? Okay.
Yeah, I'll look at it with Marcy, so you don't have to send one over here. Yeah, so put out an APB on Dudley.
Got him.
He's getting on right now.
He's coming in.
Hey, Gary.
Yes, sir.
At some point we need a new inventory on everything. Sounds like.
No, we get one. We get one every year.
An equipment inventory.
Yeah. How come we're so far off at the park commission?
There's 5 on inventory, and he listed 4. He has a dump trailer, a broken trailer, and 2
he's using. But he said he only has 2.
2 he's using, a dump trailer, and a broken trailer.
So the issue is
one.
We have the police chief with us. Let's move on.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about
Thank you, Chief.
We're missing a trailer.
You are.
Yeah. So, Chief, that's your first job for the day is find our park commission trailer.
First, we got to find out if it's
somebody stole the trailer.
We need to know if it's really missing.
Right. It's probably not. He's probably just not thinking of it.
Exactly.
Probably been borrowed by somebody.
All right, Michelle, can you pull up Dudley's budget, please?
I've got it. I just need to share my screen. Okay. Go up a little bit more. Okay. Y'all see that?
Yes, ma'am.
I can.
All right.
All right. I don't remember any major issues in this budget. If you'll scroll down some, I'm trying to. Okay. All right. So how much insurance did he have allocated to him also?
40, 45.
Okay. A bit more. Over 50. It's 50.
He already had
50,000.
I have more than that. More than that. Almost 60.
58. Yeah, 60,000.
Okay.
Well, but it's an additional. That's not. I mean, he already had 18 in there.
It's a $50,000 increase.
So it's about $40,000 increase.
48.
Yeah. Okay.
Actually, one went down. I'm so confused. Never mind. So yes, like.
Dudley, these cameras, these extra cameras you want, are they stationary cameras?
Yes, sir, they are.
Okay.
I like it. I like the cameras.
And they're solar generated. They got a solar panel on them.
Okay.
So it's not like they'll be hooked up to any electricity or anything like that.
Well, and we like the idea you're increasing police training.
Yes, sir.
These cameras is 30. If you're at liberty to discuss it in open session, where are they going to?
They would be put on the entries and exits out of town, the main ones.
Okay.
Good.
He's got a little more specific in his report if you want to look at it.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to get to.
Can we go down just a little?
Yeah, please. Go to the bottom.
Okay.
Dudley, we're gonna be able to sell all the old pistols?
Yes, sir. If you will, in that quote, they have given, I think it's.
That's fine. I mean, if just
Two.
make sure we're. Nobody
giving us
wants
They're
it.
gonna trade.
Yeah,
They're giving
there's
us $7,500 for them.
Man, that's cheap.
not 9,600 in
Just
trade.
syndication.
Okay.
In trade. Now this 36,000, this money, I also have, and they will be given this list. I have about 20 guns that have been forfeited to us through the courts that I also will be get a trade in on these guns also.
Okay.
Dudley on here shows $7,500, like Gary said, 150 times 50.
200.
What?
It's 200.
I'm talking about the trade.
Right.
Right.
Springfield.
There's another quote we're going to use. It's got 200 per pistol.
There's another quote.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah. It's 200. It's 200 per pistol.
I see it.
Yeah, but I mean, I had on here, you had $7,500 for the trade-in.
Yep. There's a second quote, Gary, from
okay.
Texas.
Oh, there's another one.
Yes, sir.
It's two quotes.
Click over. It's 9,800, 9,600.
I got it. Okay, I see it now.
That's a better.
Okay, I see it. Thank you. So that's a net price then we got in the budget.
Right.
Correct.
Anyway, Chief, you know, we know it's an increase, but public safety is high on our list.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
One thing that I did point out when we went through this, you know, a year or so ago, I met with you about pursuing grants with a little bit more intensity.
Yes, sir.
And I still think we need to do that, Dudley, but it's not just on you, it's on the city as a whole. So we're probably going to have a discussion with Michelle about that before we get through.
Okay.
There's just a lot of opportunities out there.
Well, they have just started opening some of the grants up. You know, they had closed them down there at the beginning of the year. So
those
now,
comp grants?
Yes, sir. And now they're continuing. They're opening up more and more as the year goes on.
Okay. So has he started applying for them?
We have applied for one, but I have not heard anything back.
Yeah. What about the new hire grant?
That's the one that we've applied for.
Good.
I think I asked maybe in May to apply for that grant, but we have not heard anything back.
Is that the one for 3 officers?
Sir?
3 officers? Is that what that does? 4.
It helps with salaries.
Okay.
Here, I say this too, and Steve and I are going to revisit this together as we approach legislative session. There was some requests that he put in prior to the session, and I think he'll end up having to redo it again. But
Robert, you're breaking up very bad.
Okay, let's try it again. Can you hear me
now? Now we can hear you.
Okay, we're gonna be revisiting what he put in the last time from the state. He put some things that he requested for, and of course we didn't have a lot of funding allocated this year, but those things we're gonna revisit, and hopefully we'll have some cushion there to deal with.
Robert, was that for cars?
Yes, cars and maybe something else, but it was cars, I know.
Yeah, well, just get back on it. I mean, if you can get a hold of those cars, you'll save us a lot of money.
I'm almost certain. You don't get it the first time. Try again.
And just let me know if I need to write something else, or what I've already presented to y'all will work for this next session.
I definitely will. I spoke with him yesterday, Dudley, since you said that. Thank you. I'll let you know.
All right.
Thank you, Robert.
Chief, you got any questions?
No, sir.
Well, man, y'all are doing a super job. I don't hear nothing but good things about the police department.
Thank you. Thank you.
Mayor, you got anything?
No, are we still having another party this weekend?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Great. Are we all ready for it?
Most definitely.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, don't say anything about it. We're on YouTube.
I'm not saying anything else. I was talking about private party, not your party.
Oh, okay. That's what. Yeah, we're gonna have a budget party.
Yeah, we should.
If we balance the budget.
Chief, let me get this. Let me just have an update, if you can provide us with one as it relates to our school year. It's gotten underway, and we being able to get the school officers to be in designated areas where they should be for school trafficking.
We don't do
we
school.
don't.
No. I'm just saying, as our officers come through, I'm going to make sure that those areas are covered. Are they covered in the city?
So I don't understand what you're asking. Far as our school crossings, they're covered. Now I cannot speak for the district if they're covering theirs. Now I know I haven't gotten any phone calls saying they're not out there.
Okay. All right.
I know they've been at Cleveland Central. I see them every day.
Okay.
But
The one that right now that we're having trouble with trying to figure it out is the Head Start on Martin Luther King.
Okay.
Head Start. Right. Okay.
Is there something we need to approach them about? Because safety is everything. I don't want to be on the back end. It's something that we need to get over to the office, or something you need me to look at or talk to, or whatever.
I've already spoke with them.
Okay, good.
Hey, Robert.
Yes, sir.
The Head Start Center on Martin Luther King, usually in the morning time, I drive a bus through there, and there are 2 officers there in the morning time around 7. But really, they be there around 7:30, and then in the afternoon around 2:15 or 2:20, there are 2 officers there.
Okay.
So that area is covered right now.
I have talked to Head Start about hiring their own crossing guard.
Okay.
So because the thing is, and I'm not I'm not trying to help any school out. But if we do all the school crossings, that leaves less protection for our city 2 times a day for an hour, in the mornings and in the afternoons, that I only have 1 or 2 guys covering the whole city.
Well, I agree. I agree with you, and I know the mayor and I agree, because when he was on the board, we talked about the same thing. We're glad to see that the school have their very own.
Well, let me tell you something. Community Action's budget is twice what our city budget is.
Right.
We can probably make a request if we have to have extra officers on duty, Chief. I bet you they can put in their budget to pay for it.
Okay.
That, or they just hire their own.
Yeah. You know, that my only recommendation for them to do that is to make sure that's a certified officer that they hire, not just someone off the street, in the general public directing traffic.
And Josh recommended, what were the,
We're gonna put the left turn lane in.
Yeah.
or what were those called? Delineators or something?
Yeah, the delineators. With me and Josh talked about that, putting them in the center of the road. That way we can make the vehicles to enter into Head Start. They would be coming in from the south, and to exit, they would have to exit going north. You know, you see them on the highways. They stand about maybe 3.5, 4 foot tall, made out of plastic. It's kind of like a fence. Kind of looks like a fence, but not. You know, there's maybe 2 foot apart. Keeps the car from turning. So what
does it do for oncoming traffic that's on Martin Luther?
It's in the center. It'll be in the center of the road.
It's in the center lane.
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay.
All you're doing is keeping southbound on Martin Luther King from turning into Head Start, and you're keeping the parents from exiting Head Start from turning south. They got to turn north.
So you
got
just
to
eliminate
enter from the south and turn to the north.
You just eliminate no left turn.
No, yeah.
And that'll be just during school. I mean the school time, right?
Be there the whole time.
It'll be the whole time.
You be there the whole time, but it's something that, like he said, if you do it and it causes problems or it doesn't work or whatever, you can take them up. But he said it would. You said you see them a lot in like high traffic congested areas where you want to direct the traffic flow into a place. So,
matter of fact, I saw it at work, and I was in Memphis the other day, and a school had them in front of there, and they had no traffic guard out there.
Wow.
And they were following that. Right. So and I sit there. I happen to be going pretty close to the school, so I sit there and watched it to make sure that everybody knew their routes and stuff, and it was flowing very easily. And it's a pretty big school, and it was a lot of traffic, you know.
Well, just get fancy and put a turnabout there like everybody else is doing.
No. Yeah.
Yes. I saw the mayor's face on that one.
Nashville's terrible.
All right, moving right along. Chief, you got any issues?
No, sir.
Well, man, we appreciate you. And
I appreciate y'all.
We're trying to get this budget done.
All the officers, so we appreciate the job they do.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
All right, Michelle. We're at a point for a break unless you got something you want to cover.
A break would be nice.
Okay. All right. I think we could all use one because I know I got some things I need to do. At any rate, we're going to meet with Hannah at 1 o'clock, and then we don't have anybody else after that, and we're going to look at HR, and we will go into executive session when we do that.
So we ain't gonna come back till 1.
We'll come back at 1. with
Okay.
Hannah.
All right.
And we're just gonna get an update on what she's doing to support her budget.
All right.
Okay, see you. Bye.